We now invite Chief Guest Shri Prince Rama Varma to say a few words to us. Please.
Good evening, friends. I thought yesterday was Guru Purnima, but now I know that today is actually Guru Purnima. It's a combination of Guru Purnima plus the fireworks of Diwali on the same day. When Guru S.J.Arjun Ganesh sir invited me, he mentioned it was a small get-together of his students and their parents. I thought we'd just have tea and some snacks in his house. I never knew that it was going to be a program of such a large scale. There are two categories of musicians normally: people who are performers and people who are gurus. And many performers, they are not very good teachers. And there are many teachers who create very good students, but they are not performers themselves. Sri Arjun Ganesh is such an exception as we see today. He has such a rich and full career as a full-time performer. Despite that, he has trained so many students so beautifully. Even to train one student well is a big task. But I don't know how many students he has trained. And to play one Taniyavartanam nicely is a big task. But the sheer coordination and the perfection shared between the batches and batches of students, it had to be really seen to be believed. So unbelievable. Normally in a concert, we have the Mridangam, which is very big, then we have the Khatam, which is smaller, and we have the Morsing, which is very small. Ganjira also. We had all Mridangams, but the size of the Mridangam players became smaller and smaller. Some were very big and very small. Ganjira and Morsing sized children were also playing today. So that was very, very charming. But it was not all about very small children looking cute. They had enough Vishayam in their hands and in their brains also. I heard a great Mridanga Vidwan from Andhra Pradesh once give a lecture, and he says that for Mridangam there are three important M's, the letter M, for memory, mathematics and melody. If you don't have melody, you remove the first part, it will be just adiyun, mela. So, and he said that the most important part among the three, his opinion was that it was melody. And even though so many people were playing together, all the mridangams were tuned properly. This is also a wonderful and exceptional thing. And if you see me now, you would find it very hard to believe, but around 25 years ago, I learned karate a little bit. So, then the basic level is the white belt, then the yellow belt, then green, blue, finally brown belt, and you become black belt. So here it was the opposite, because we had green dress and brown dress, and finally the senior most black belt equivalents are the white kurta level. So I'm sure, just like all karate students will aspire to becoming black belts later in life, all the students will want to become the white kurta stage. And it is wonderful to see them accompany. There are two aspects to Mridangam playing, the Taniyavartanam as well as Patakku Vasikaravu. So it is so nice to see them take turns to play for singing also. And I'm very, very humbled. I started my Saptaswaram lessons when I was 14 years old. But so many of the students, they are so much more accomplished even when they are 8 years old and 10 years old. So they are all, I consider them senior to me. So I'm very, very grateful to Sri Arjun Ganesh for having invited me to share the joy of this evening. And I'm so happy that we have such a wonderful and responsive audience also. And I hope all of the students will become as great as their guru and as their guru's guru. Thank you.
Thanks also for your kind and encouraging words. No wonder when Dr. Shobna mentioned that you are a good humorist, your comparison to karate girls and students' dress codes were simply awesome. Thanks a lot, sir.